The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Released on the same day as the Nintendo Switch, the Breath of the Wild Amiibo series began with figures depicting Link, Princess Zelda, a bokoblin enemy, and an ancient guardian. The two different Link figurines displayed the legendary hero on horseback and firing an ancient arrow. The Horse Rider Link Amiibo granted players the Traveler's Bridle and Saddle, while the others rewarded players with upgraded materials or weapons. Later that year, the champions from the game made their Amiibo debut in a multi-pack. The figures depicting Mipha, Revali, Urbosa, and Daruk each unlocked a helmet inspired by the champion's associated divine beast, which granted the player bonuses such as flame resistance or the ability to swim faster. Super Mario Odyssey. To coincide with the launch of Mario Odyssey, Nintendo unveiled a 3-pack of Mario, Bowser, and Peach in wedding attire. These elegant amiibo gave the player in-game costumes for Mario to wear, including Mario's white top hat and Peach's wedding dress. 3 weeks before the launch of these figures, Nintendo released amiibos of both a Goomba and Koopa Troopa. These figs unlocked a few bonuses in various games, including the Chain Chomp weapon in Bayonetta 2. Lastly, the bizarre Super Mario Cereal amiibo was released on December 11th, 2017. The marshmallow cereal within the packaging was similar to Lucky Charms, and the box functioned as an amiibo when scanned, which revealed the locations of Power Moons. Splatoon 2 and 3. The summer of 2017 ushered in a new wave of Splatoon amiibo with the release of Splatoon 2. These 3 figurines featured paint that glowed under blacklight, and each one unlocked a song in the Squid Beats minigame. Additionally, each amiibo granted the player exclusive new armor sets. The Inkling Girl unlocked a schoolgirl set, the Inkling Boy gave the player the ninja set, and the Purple Squid offered the power armor. The following year, figures of Pearl and Marina made their debut in a duo pack, which unlocked additional Squid Beats songs. These Pop Idol amiibo also unlocked armor sets based on each character's outfit from the Octo Expansion DLC. An Octoling triple pack released in late 2018 and depicted the Inkling counterparts in dynamic poses. The Octoling Boy figure unlocked a knight armor set, while the Octoling Girl gave the player a witch outfit, and the Octopus Fig rewarded the player with a fresh fish costume. Each of these also unlocked a music track. Special gold versions of the Inkling Squid and Octoling Octopus amiibos were given away as a prize to the GG Boys esports team for winning the Splatoon 2 Koshien tournament. Following the release of Splatoon 3, another triple pack released consisting of a yellow Inkling Girl, a blue Octoling Boy, and a small fry. The bow-wielding Inkling unlocked another schoolgirl outfit set, while the Octoling gave the player a martial arts-inspired costume, and the small fry granted the player the Chaos armor. Amiibos of the Deep Cut music group launched a year later, giving players the chance to unlock gear based on the band members' appearances, while also allowing them to revisit the Grand Festival grounds. Lastly, redesigned duo packs of the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook released in 2024. These figs depicted each musician in their DLC expansion outfits, allowing players to unlock Callie's survival gear, Marie's captain suit, and Off the Hook's World Tour gear. By the way, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one. Retro Zelda Amiibo. The summer after Breath of the Wild's release saw Nintendo announce a series of amiibo showcasing various forms of Link from his previous 3D adventures. Statues of Link from Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword hit store shelves in 2017. Majora's Mask Link was a Best Buy exclusive and depicted Link with a Goron mask, which unlocked the Fierce Deity armor set when scanned into Breath of the Wild. GameStop exclusively sold the moody, stylized Twilight Princess Link amiibo, which allowed players to summon Epona into Breath of the Wild. The Skyward Sword amiibo was sold exclusively at Amazon and depicted Link with the Hylian shield and Master Sword. This amiibo granted the player the cap, trousers, and tunic of the sky in Breath of the Wild, along with the Sword of the Goddess. Later in 2019, Nintendo released a Link amiibo in the style of the Link's Awakening remake. In this game, scanning Zelda series amiibos allowed players to unlock elements to utilize in the dungeon creation mode. This amiibo specifically unlocked the Shadow Link effect. Lastly, an amiibo showcasing Zelda and her Loftwing released alongside Skyward Sword HD, which allowed the player to travel instantly from the surface to the sky. Diablo and Dark Souls. Released as a GameStop exclusive in late 2018, the Loot Goblin amiibo made its debut to coincide with the launch of Diablo 3 on the Nintendo Switch. Once per day when used, this chibi goblin allowed players to enter Greed's vault via a portal and partake in its riches. Another third-party amiibo that released in 2018 was the Solaire of Astora figure from Dark Souls Remastered. When scanned, it allowed players to perform the iconic Praise the Sun emote, which was a popular meme at the time. Power Pro Baseball Cards, Japan only. Our first Japan-only entries on this list are the amiibo cards for Power Pro Baseball. The Switch edition of this Konami baseball franchise released in mid-2019, and a collection of 6 amiibo cards launched alongside it. Cards depicting the characters Poapuro, Ikari, Yabe, Hayakawa, Ganda, and Daijobu were produced, with each card granting the player in-game items that could improve specific attributes such as pitching or fielding. A copy of the Poapuro card was bundled with the first print run of the game, but managing to get a complete set of these cards was very difficult. This is because the other 5 cards were pre-order bonuses locked behind specific stores, meaning collectors had to either buy the other cards from resellers or purchase the game 5 separate times. Mega Man. An amiibo depicting Mega Man in a jumping pose was released in 2018 alongside Mega Man 11. When used, this figure granted the player an E-Tank once per day, and also unlocked 11 challenge mode levels within the Mega Man Legacy Collection games. 10 golden versions of this amiibo were given away by Capcom as prizes in a sweepstakes, making these recolored copies some of the rarest amiibos ever made. Monster Hunter Rise and Stories 2. Released in March of 2021, Monster Hunter Rise gave us 3 new amiibo to collect. Figures of the Magnamalo monster, featured on the game's cover, a Palico companion, and a Palamute were released as GameStop exclusives on the game's launch day. Additionally, the collector's editions of the game came bundled with the Magnamalo statue. When scanned, these amiibo gave out the Sinister Seal armor sets that could be worn as cosmetics by the player, their Palico, or by their Palamute. Scanning these figures also allowed players to participate in an in-game lottery that gave out prizes such as outfit vouchers or armor spheres. 3 more amiibo would be ushered in with the release of the Sunbreak expansion of Monster Hunter Rise in June of 2022. This wave of GameStop exclusives included the Malzeno monster, along with a Palico and Palamute wearing armor inspired by the beast. These figures unlocked the cosmetic formal dragon armor for the player or their animal companions, and also gave the player additional lottery entries. The summer of 2021 brought us another amiibo trio with the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. Statues of a Raisewing Rathalos, alongside the characters of Ina and Tsukino, were released. In the game, each time a player scanned one of these amiibo, Tsukino would read their fortune and distribute an assortment of items, including special layered armor sets that were locked behind these amiibo. The Ina and Tsukino amiibos unlocked those characters' outfits for the player, while the Rathalos figure gave the player Red's outfit from the previous game. 9 highly coveted gold and silver versions of the Monster Hunter Stories and Rise figures were given away during a contest held on My Nintendo in 2021. 20 lucky players received these extremely limited amiibo, along with a poster set. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Battle. Our second Japanese exclusive set of Amiibo debuted alongside the Switch game Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, Saikyu Battle Royale, in the summer of 2021. This collection of 7 cards depicts the main characters of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime series, with each one unlocking in-game cosmetics, such as card sleeves or deck boxes. These cards were distributed at random, with each copy of the game containing 1 card. The game was later released outside of Japan in the winter of 2021, however these international releases lacked all Amiibo functionality. Xenoblade. The characters Pyra and Mithra received the Amiibo treatment in the summer of 2023 in a double-pack retail release. These figures offered players the typical Amiibo functionality found within Super Smash Bros., but they also granted them the Aegis Sword weapon skin for the Veiled Sword in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. A year later, the characters Noah and Mio were made into Amiibo. When these were scanned, the Noah fig rewarded players with the Console N costume, and the Mio statue gave them the Console M suit. These Amiibo also unlocked additional leisure outfits for all 6 of the Ouroboros members. Metroid. With the launch of Metroid Dread in the fall of 2021, an Amiibo 2-pack consisting of Samus in her power suit and an Emmy robot was released. This version of Samus gave players 1 additional permanent energy tank when scanned, which increased their health by 100. The sinister Emmy robot figure rewarded players with an extra missile tank, giving them 10 extra missiles. Ridley and Dark Samus also got the plastic figure treatment as releases in the Smash Bros. Figure series. These Amiibo had the usual Smash Bros. Figure features, while also giving players a daily missile restock within Metroid Dread. Shovel Knight. The smash hit indie game series Shovel Knight introduced 4 new Amiibo to the Switch in late December of 2019. A triple pack containing the Plague Knight, King Knight, and Spectre Knight Amiibo was released alongside a golden version of the titular Shovel Knight. When activated, these figures unlocked the Boomtech skin for Plague Knight, Lich Lord skin for Spectre Knight, and the Ultimate Supreme skin for King Knight. The unlocked cosmetics were usable in both Shovel Knight Treasure Trove and Showdown. These 3 Amiibo also gave out bonus platforming challenges, along with a fairy companion based on each character that followed the player. The Golden Shovel Knight Amiibo was not available for purchase in Japan, and was sold exclusively at GameStop retailers. This statue depicting Shovel Knight in the ornate plate armor allowed players to access the Custom Knight mode and co-op stages in the game Shovel of Hope. It also gave them the Baron set costume in Shovel Knight Showdown and a Fairy of Chivalry in any game in the franchise. Animal Crossing. The 5th series of Animal Crossing Amiibo cards hit store shelves in late 2021 to coincide with the Happy Home Paradise expansion. A total of 48 cards depicting fan-favorite villagers and important island residents were made. By scanning these cards, players were able to hold in-game photo shoots with the chosen character in Photopia on Harv's Island. It also unlocked the specific character's poster item and allowed them to invite villagers to their campsite in order to potentially have them move in. In addition, using the Amiibo phone within the Roost gave players the chance to invite a specific character to the cafe. Lastly, Amiibo owners had the opportunity to bring the characters of scanned cards to their archipelago in order to design their vacation home after the release of the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Obtaining a complete set of these cards was not an easy task, since each pack contained 6 cards, yet only 1 rare one. North America also received a special set of 6 Sanrio-themed Animal Crossing Amiibo cards a full 5 years after Europe and Japan got them. These Amiibo cards had the same functionality as the Series 5 ones, but also granted players exclusive Sanrio furniture items. All 6 cards were available in a pack sold exclusively at Target stores, Mario 3D World, and Universal Studios. Amiibo figures of Cat Mario and Cat Peach were released in single and double packs in February of 2021 during the launch of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Scanning the Cat Mario fig would give players the invincible white cat suit, and the Cat Peach figure would generate a random power-up for the player. These collectibles could be used once per level attempt. That same month, Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan opened its doors to the public and brought with it a set of power-up bands that had amiibo functionality. Bands for the Mario Brothers, Peach, Daisy, Toad, and Yoshi were produced. As amiibo, these bands simply function as a figure of the character they represent. However, within the amusement park, the bands allowed parkgoers to participate in challenges and earn rewards like stamps. These amiibo bands hit North American shores after the US branch of the park opened in 2023. To commemorate the second anniversary of the Japanese park and the first anniversary of the American one, limited quantities of gold Mario bands were released. Japan also received bands for both Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong in late 2024 to celebrate the opening of the Donkey Kong Country Park expansion. Smash Bros. Ultimate. A total of 31 amiibo figures consisting of returning fan favorites, debuting Echo Fighters, and DLC characters were released over the course of the Nintendo Switch era for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Players had the ability to battle and train AI versions of scanned characters, with their levels and playstyles being stored on the figure itself. Many of these amiibo also granted players special bonuses when they were used within the game that they were associated with, such as the Fire Emblem characters unlocking special battle music or exclusive weaponry. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The Nintendo Switch's second major 3D Zelda game also received some amiibo support. A figure depicting Link using King Rauru's arm was released alongside Tears of the Kingdom, with amiibo of both Zelda and Ganondorf releasing later on in 2023. When scanned into the game, the figures gave players special skins for their paragliders, along with useful in-game materials or weapons. Figures of Yunobo, Riju, Sidon, and Tulin were released on June 5th of 2025, which was the same day that the Switch 2 came out. Each of these sages unlocked additional glider skins, weapons, and materials. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone who you think would enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and tell me which amiibo from the Switch era is your favorite. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content just like this. I'm Dak Attack, you are you, and I hope to see you again soon.